Hello everyone and welcome back to PaneData. In today's video, we'll have a look at 3 functions on how to look up data from one table and get the data from another table. And the 3 functions that we'll look up today are index match, XLOOKUP, and VLOOKUP. Before we start, let's have a look at our data. Obviously, we have our employees table that contains data for the employees, including their IDs, names, phone numbers, emails, statuses, start date, and site. Now, let's start with using the index match function. So, to begin with, how does it work? It works as you select a table or a range of data, and basically you tell the function in which column to find a certain value, and then using the match function, you return the number of the row that you're looking the data in, and obviously you need to specify what is the lookup value that you are using. Let's begin with specifying where is our data that we are looking after. That would be in table 1 or the table with the employees. Then, which row are we looking the data in? That would be specified using the match function this time because we don't know in which row is Mr. John Doe's name. So let's select the match function. Now, match function asks us which is the value that we are looking after. We selected the email. Then where are we gonna look up the value in? We'll look it up in the emails column. Then what is the match type? We need to select the exact match type to return the exact value. Now, basically, the value that we get back is the number 1, which is the row where Mr. John Doe's email is located. Then, once we have this value of 1, we need to specify the number of the column where the value we're looking after from the initial index. And that would be the 3rd column with the full name. See, Mr. John Doe. Now let's have a look at the second way to get data from our employees table using a reference. That would be using the XLOOKUP function, a new function that Excel offers us. Well, to be honest, XLOOKUP function is way easier to use than the match index. So how does it work? Initially, we need to specify the lookup value or the reference value that in our case is the email address of Mr. John Doe. Then what is the lookup array that we are looking the data in? Well, in this case would be the email. So we are matching the email of Mr. John Doe with all the emails that we have in the table. And then what is the array that we want to return? In this case would be the full name. And when we press enter, we'll get back the email, the full name of Mr. John Doe. And now the third option that we have to get data from one table and return it into another table is using the VLOOKUP function. How does it work, the VLOOKUP? Again, we have a reference value that is basically our value that we are looking after in the table that we want to look at the values at. In our case, it's the email matching the email. Then we need to specify in which column we have the value that we are looking after. In our case, it's the full name that we are looking after, but VLOOKUP works only on the right side. It cannot look up values on the left side. The columns on the left is not possible. So one of the options is either to move the column and modify the table, or just to copy paste it on the right side, then delete it when we are done, which is in our case. Let's see how it works. VLOOKUP the email of Mr. John Doe, which is our lookup value, in the email column to begin from. Then the value that we have is in the 5th column. We add 5th column, and there we go. We have our name. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos.